Welcome back to Wainsider, the home for wrestling's deepest stories and most shocking moments. Today, we dive into a revelation that has sent shockwaves through the entire WWE universe. Triple H, the man at the helm of WWE's creative direction, has finally broken his silence and revealed why he made the decision to fire one of the company's top superstars. This isn't just a headline, this is a story of power, loyalty, and ultimate betrayal. The WWE locker room is no stranger to tension. Rivalries don't just play out in the ring, they simmer behind the curtain, shaping careers and creating legends. For months, fans sensed that something was off between this particular superstar and WWE management. What seemed like small disagreements began to feel like deep cracks forming beneath the surface. Triple H, known for his calculated decisions and strong leadership, stayed quiet during the time. Publicly, he continued to praise the roster, always highlighting the unity and talent of the WWE family. But behind closed doors, sources now reveal that he was facing immense pressure. The company's future direction was clashing with the personal ambitions of one of its brightest stars. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. The superstar in question had been a cornerstone of WWE programming. Their matches drew huge crowds, their storylines captivated audiences, and their merchandise sales soared. They were a guaranteed draw, the kind of performer any company would fight to keep. But with that success came ego, and with ego came conflict. It started subtly: reports of missed meetings, small refusals to follow certain creative directions. Triple H, ever the diplomat, tried to smooth things over. Conversations were held, promises were made, and for a while, it seemed like the storm had passed. But under the surface, silent resentment was growing like a wildfire ready to explode. In interviews, the superstar would smile and play their role, but those who worked closest with them could feel the shift. Backstage energy became tense whenever they walked into the room. Wrestlers who once looked up to them began whispering among themselves, unsure of where loyalties should lie. Meanwhile, Triple H was balancing more than just one superstar's attitude. WWE's entire brand was evolving. With new television deals, global partnerships, and massive fan expectations, the pressure on leadership was relentless. Every decision mattered, and one wrong move could send shockwaves across the industry. As weeks turned into months, the superstar's behavior became harder to ignore. Matches were reportedly altered at the last minute due to creative disputes. Promos were changed on the fly. Some wrestlers began expressing frustration, feeling that the integrity of the show was being compromised. Triple H remained outwardly calm, but those close to him described this period as one of the most stressful of his career. He had to weigh the value of a proven draw against the stability of the entire roster. Firing this superstar wasn't just a business move, it was a decision that would impact friendships, legacies, and even family ties within WWE. Fans, of course, knew none of this. To the outside world, everything seemed normal. The superstar continued to appear on television, smiling for cameras and thrilling audiences. But in reality, the situation was teetering on the edge of collapse. Then came the breaking point. It was during a high-profile event that tensions finally boiled over. Backstage witnesses describe a heated confrontation between Triple H and the superstar. Voices were raised, accusations were hurled, and in a moment that left everyone stunned, Triple H made the call right then and there. The superstar was done. Security was reportedly called to escort them out of the building. Fans had no idea what had just happened, but those backstage felt the aftershocks instantly. It wasn't just a firing, it was an implosion. The kind of moment that people would whisper about for years to come. When word began to leak online, speculation ran wild. Who was really at fault? Was this a clash of egos or a necessary act of leadership? Social media exploded with theories, memes, and debates, but only Triple H truly knew the answer. For weeks, he stayed silent. WWE continued on, filling the void as best they could, while fans demanded clarity. Rumors swirled about everything from secret contract disputes to personal betrayals. The truth remained locked away, hidden behind carefully closed doors. And then, just days ago, Triple H finally broke his silence. In an emotional backstage interview, he revealed the painful truth: this was never about business alone. It was about protecting the future of WWE. He spoke of late-night phone calls, private conversations, and desperate attempts to find common ground. He admitted that firing the superstar was one of the hardest choices he's ever made, comparing it to cutting off a limb to save the body. His voice cracked as he described the moment he realized there was no other path forward. The revelation sent chills through the WWE universe. Fans who once blamed Triple H for being cold or ruthless now saw a leader carrying an unbearable burden. This wasn't just a boss firing an employee, this was family tearing itself apart in the most public way possible. Backstage reactions were equally intense. Some wrestlers expressed relief, feeling that the locker room could finally heal. Others were devastated, struggling to process the loss of someone they admired and respected. The emotional fallout was overwhelming. As the dust settles, questions remain. Will the superstar ever return to WWE? Can bridges this badly burned ever be rebuilt? Or has this chapter truly closed forever, leaving only scars and memories behind? For the bloodline, for the roster, and for the WWE universe, this firing represents more than just a contract termination. It's a reminder of the fragile balance between loyalty and ambition, between family and business. Triple H's decision will be analyzed for years to come, a moment where power, pressure, and silent resentment collided on the grandest stage. It stands as a warning to everyone who steps through those locker room doors: no one is untouchable. And as we reflect on this shocking turn of events, we are left with a sobering truth. In WWE, the battles that matter most aren't always fought in the ring. Sometimes, they happen in the heart, where trust is broken, blood runs cold, and even the mightiest families can fall apart.